I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's poppin'? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Miles is on his way. He had to handle some business, so he'll be a little late. You feel what I'm saying? He'll be late. So, guys, man, appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out to my lady April MC in the building. Shout out to April MC in the building. And today is April's birthday. So shout out to April. Happy birthday to April. Shout out to my lady April MC in the building. So wish April a happy birthday in the comments. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So shout out to April. That's a fact. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Studio Her Music. Shout out to Monogamous Players, Soulmonger, Dukalex. What's going on? Champ Lee, June Sports, Rex Corp. Was popping with you. Our Gully was good. Shout out to Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Joe Blast in the building. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Marquise, Zacharias, Enrique was good. Charlie's in the building. What's going on? Hakeem is in the building. What's popping with you? Who else we got up in here? His Holiness is up in here. What's going on? Shout out to Skills Fitness. Frankie H is up in here, man. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Linwood in the building. Mellow Yellow, what's popping with your man? Appreciate everybody for tuning in here. Ludway is in the building. What's going on? So today's topic, we're talking about the dangers of being her second choice. You feel what I'm saying? We're about to get into that. But before we get into anything else, make sure you guys go to CunninghamElements.com to get the soap. Boom, hold on, let me flip it. Get the soap. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get this shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Do that shit, get that shit going. Also, make sure you guys go to Cunningham Elements because you can get the parfum. You know what I'm saying? You can get the sport joints. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get that cracking. Also, make sure you guys go to MasculineIdentity.com because we have the summer sale. MasculineIdentity.com. So make sure you guys do that ASAP, the summer sale, where you get the Masculine Identity for 99 cents for the first month. Put in code SUMMER, and then you will get that shit cracking. Make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure that you guys remember to always go to badboymembership.com. Go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you get that shit cracking. Go to badboymembership.com. That's where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Right now on the Bad Boy membership, we have the program 10 ways to get women to prove that they're interested in you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get them to prove it. You gotta get them to prove it. And also, make sure that you guys go to, let me put this up on the screen real quick. We put this up on the screen. Make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com. You get the audios, videos, books, documentaries, all that shit on shoplocario.com. So simple. Go here, click on the product, get it, buy it, download it. And also you can get your online dating consultations with myself in April. If you guys are not on this, if you guys are not setting up your consultations, you are slipping and you are sliding, you are slacking on your macking. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that shit cracking. Make sure you guys get it going. All right. So guys, the calling number is 844-672-7300. Make sure you guys hit up the Venmo or the PayPal. The Cash App is we trying to work on the Cash App real quick, but it's it's on some other shit right now. But hit up the PayPal or Venmo to send your donations. You feel what I'm saying? Also, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question and we will make that happen. All right. So we're talking about the dangers of being her second choice and never date women who you settle for, or who settle for you, I should say, right? And also who you settle for. That's a whole nother story, but we're talking about women who settle for you and women who see you as their second choice. Now, what does it mean to be a woman's second choice, right? What it means is that you are the type of guy that she is settling for, right? So when you're a woman's first choice, right, that doesn't mean that she's choosing only you in the entire universe over every other guy. No, there are guys that she likes and guys that she tolerates. There's guys she's highly sexually attracted to and guys that she's kind of like, he's okay, right? So if there's a group of guys over here that she's highly sexually attracted to, that's the group of guys that you want to be in. You understand what I'm saying? If there's a group of guys that she is going to listen to and follow their lead, you want to be that guy. If there's the type of guy that she is going to, really be cooperative on a consistent basis, you want to be that guy, right? What happens is that most dudes, what they do is they settle for dealing with women who don't see them as the first choice. So what that means is that you are not the first choice from seeing you're the second, third, or fourth choice, right? And so when you're dealing with a woman who is seeing you that way, the danger in that is that you end up becoming a guy who's in a relationship with a woman who doesn't love or respect you, right? And then what happens is this becomes the norm for when you're dating. So this is why you hear guys in sexless marriages. Why? Because he's her second choice. You hear situations where a woman is straight up, cursing the dude out, disrespecting him. Why? Because that's her second choice. You hear situations where the chick is playing him, just using him for money, being super, super disrespectful just in general. Why? Because that's her second choice. So anytime when you are a woman's second choice, you're going to get resistance. When you're a woman's second choice, she's going to play games with you. When you're a woman's second choice, she's going to flake on the date. When you're a woman's second choice, she's not going to kiss you on the first date. When you're a woman's second choice, she's going to say, I want to get to know you more and let's wait to have sex, right? So you're always getting the short end of the stick when you are a woman's second choice, right? So the thing is that you have to train yourself to not deal with women, right, who see you as their second choice. Now, all you need to do is say, I'm only going to deal with women who see me as the first choice. So what does that mean? I'm only going to deal with women who cooperate off the jump. I'm only going to deal with women who do what I say. I'm only going to deal with women who fuck with me on my terms. But this is the problem. This is the issue. This is the part that's difficult for most guys. In order for you to do that, you actually have to be confident. You actually have to have game. Because if you're a guy who is insecure and you are a guy who doesn't believe in himself, right? Then what's going to happen is that you're going to see a woman who you think is really attractive. And because you want her really bad, you're going to settle for the situation or chase her because you want her that bad, even though she's giving you signs that you are not the first choice. You see what I'm saying? And so you're going to say, you know what? Well, maybe she's different. Maybe I should get to know her more. Maybe she's different than these other girls. Maybe, I should take her out on another date and another date. Maybe she's different, so I have to do it this way with her. You're going to rationalize it so that you can get with her. And see, that's what happens where that's the danger, is that you start rationalizing it. You start getting with this woman who doesn't really like you. And then this is where the problems and the drama and the bullshit is going to occur. See, a lot of those guys that you watch who are the pickup artists, they basically train you or teach you how to be a woman's second choice. They say, oh, bro, just pass her shit test. This is how you pass her shit test. Why would you need to pass a shit test? The reason why is because you're the second choice. If you was the first choice, she wouldn't give you a shit test. You see how that works? So if you're the first choice, she doesn't shit test you. If you're the second choice, she shit tests you. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times guys don't even realize that they're being taught to chase women who don't see them as the first choice. You understand what I'm saying? And so what you got to understand is that when a woman settles for you, it's also easier for her to cheat on you. So a lot of guys are, oh, I don't want my girl to cheat. Now, again, you can't control whether a woman's going to cheat on you or not. But what I'm saying is, it is more likely that your girl's going to cheat on you if you are not the first choice. And it's going to be easier for her to cheat on you because you're not the first choice. So if you're the second choice, it's easy for another guy to come through, swoop in, and do some other shit with the chick you're with. So all you guys, y'all see, a lot of guys worried about body counts. They think, oh, well, the girl has a high body count, she can't pair bond, and this and this and that. No. It's if the woman sees you as the guy who's not the first choice, then it's easier for her to cheat. See, when you are the first choice, right? When you're the first choice, she could still cheat, but it's difficult. And I'm gonna tell you why it's difficult. It's difficult because if she sees you as the first choice, she knows that cheating, right, could make her lose you. Because if you find out, you might get rid of her. And so what happens is that she doesn't want to break up, or she doesn't want shit to happen, because if you get rid of her, she may never find another guy that she feels is her first choice, or it may take a long time for that to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you guys is that you got to understand, and you got to be very, very aware that when you are dealing with women, you have to make sure that the chick sees you as the first choice and not the second choice. And it's very, very, very simple to know. All you have to do is tell a woman to do something, and if she is doing it, you're the first choice. If she's not doing it, you're the second choice. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more complex. What you also want to see is she doing what you say consistently? If she's doing what you say consistently, you're the first choice. If she's not doing what you say consistently, you're the second choice. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's important to vet, because vetting shows you, is she going to be consistent, right, with cooperating? And so that will let you know if she actually sees you as the first choice. But if she is cooperating right now, but then tomorrow she's being uncooperative, guess what? You are not the first choice. So at first you thought it was that you was the first choice, but then she showed you, based on her not being cooperative consistently, that you are the second choice. You see what I'm saying? This is real simple to understand, but the problem is that a lot of guys don't want to adhere to this, because what it means is, you're like, damn, so you're trying to tell me that this girl that I'm really, really attracted to, that I've been texting all week, that's been leaving me on red, that flaked on me twice, are you telling me that, I'm not her first choice and maybe she doesn't really like me that much? Yes, that girl does not like you. Like I was on Facebook, the other day, and I'll be posting shit on Facebook. And it's so funny when I post it on Facebook, because like on Facebook and Instagram, because people can share the stuff easily, I reach a whole nother audience that don't have game, right? And so I put up a video where I was talking about, you know, how dudes are suckers for taking chicks out to dinner on the first date and so forth and so on, right? And so there was this dude who was like, oh, this guy Locario, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's saying. And this is what he said in his I should have fucking screenshotted it, but he basically said, Locario doesn't know what he's talking about. There's this woman in my neighborhood that I met, and I hollered at her, and for the first few days, she blew me off. He said for the first few days, she blew him off. And then eventually she decided to go out with him. You understand? And then he thought he was winning because he smashed. And basically what I said to him was, I was like, bruh, you just said she blew you off the first few days. That means you are not her first choice. You understand what I'm saying? But dudes don't understand this. They think that, oh, well, because I got the girl or I had to have sex, that's the end all be all. No. How it happened and how you do it matters. This is why a lot of guys complain about their situation in their relationship, because they're not the first choice. I saw a video today where this dude was asking this girl for permission to see his daughter. So the baby mother wouldn't let him see the daughter. You know why? Because she don't respect him. But you know why she don't respect him? Because he's not her first choice. You understand what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that happens when you are not a woman's first choice. They don't respect you. They don't listen to you. They give you a lot of drama and pushback. And a lot of guys think this is normal. They think it's normal. What I'm telling you is it's not normal. It's the woman that you're with. She does not like you like that. You see what I'm saying? But guys, you can call up. Call the numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. And also, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. All right, let me see what this question is saying right here. It says, when you talk about being direct with women and being sexual upon first meeting, there should be no filter. Is he saying filter? What? At all? Simply say whatever is on your mind without exception. Okay, so when you're first meeting a chick, right? What needs to happen before you and that woman walk away from each other, if you're trying to make something happen with her and y'all exchanging information, it needs to be clear what you want to do, right? Before you give her your number. And it also should be clear that she is interested in what you want to do. So what a lot of guys do is they approach women and they just say, hey, what's up? I think you're pretty, take my number and let's hang out, right? So then the girl takes the number and then guys are like, yo, how come she didn't text me? Or how come this didn't happen? How come that didn't happen? Or the girl will text them and then they'll go out with the girl and, nothing goes down or she's playing games or whatever the fuck it is, right? And so what you guys have to understand is that when you're talking to the woman, right, it needs to be clear about what you want to happen. And she needs to be reciprocating that interest. And then you give her the number. You understand? So you don't just talk at her and then give her your number. That's not going to really do anything in a lot of cases. So you have to speak to her about what you want to happen. She has to respond about that. Based on her response is going to tell you whether or not she's interested. And then if she's interested, then you give her the number. So for example, if I approach a woman, right, and I want to, let's say, hook up with her. I'm trying to set up a time to hook up, right? When I approach her and I introduce myself, hey, what's up? My name is Locario. What's your name? Jennifer. Jennifer, nice to meet you, right? So now, at this point in the conversation, I'm going to flirt. I'm going to say something sexual. I'm going to do that type of stuff. So I might say, hey, listen, I came over here because I couldn't stop staring at your ass, right? Now, once I say that, I'm looking at her response. Is she disgusted that I said that? Is she giggling because I said that, right? Is she being standoffish because I said that? Is she blushing because I said that? What is her response to what I said? Now, Based on her response, that's going to tell me everything that I need to know. Listen to this Rosebud clip.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
You see? All I want you to do is say something, for her to say something, so I can hear how your voice sounds, see your reaction, so I know how to get at you. So now, if I tell her, yeah, I came over here because I thought you look sexy in them jeans, or you got a nice ass, or whatever the fuck it is, right? And let's say she's blushing or she's giggling. She's like, oh my God, you're so crazy. Like, you say that to all the girls or something, blah, 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 right? And I say, no, I usually just say that to the girls that, I'm interested in taking back to my place at some point. You understand what I'm saying? Now, she's playing into that by reciprocating positively, right? So I say, well, listen, take my number, hit me up tonight at 7, and we'll talk more about us getting together. Right now, I'm giving her my number. Why? Because she's being receptive to what I'm doing and saying in a positive way. Now, if I say something to her and she's like, ew, you understand? Like, let's say I say that, I'm like, yo, listen, I came over here because I thought you look sexy in them jeans, right? And she says, ew, right?
Brother, ew.
Like, if she's like that, then I'm not giving her the number, right? I'm not even gonna bother. Like, what am I gonna say? Oh yeah, take my number after you said ill? For what? Or if she's like being negative about it, whatever it is like that. Right? So a lot of you guys, what you do is you just talk at the woman. You don't you don't really have any intention, and you don't look at her response to how you're talking to her. So you need to be able to let the woman know what you want to do, see her response. Based on her response, you give her the information or you don't. It's that simple. You see what I'm saying? That's simple. So, and guys, call up. Call the number is 844-672-7300 is the number. It says, do you have a program on how to tell if a girl is shit testing you? Well, this is the thing right here. Go to badboymembership.com and check out this program right here. This program is called 10 Ways to Get Women to Prove That They're Interested in You. Because you don't even need to worry about a shit test. You need to see if the woman is going to show you through her action, is she interested? See, understand, if a woman is giving you a shit test, right? Guys, understand what I'm saying here. Understand what I'm saying? If a woman is giving you a shit test, that already means that she is not interested in you highly. You understand what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying is, if you approach a girl at a bar, club, street, whatever, and you talk to her and she gives you a shit test, that already means that she is not highly interested in you. Off top. Now, if you want to continue to talk to her, that's on you. What I'm saying to you is that the fact that she gives it, the fact that she does it, right? That already means that she is not highly interested in you. So no matter what you do from that point on, right? Understand you're dealing with a woman who is not highly interested in you. Understand what I'm saying. There is nothing you can say and nothing you can do to make her interest be higher. Understand the fact that a woman gives you a shit test, period, means she is not highly interested in you. So basically what that means is that woman sees you as her second choice. You understand what I'm saying? And there's nothing you can do at the moment to make her see you as the first choice. Nothing. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Once a woman gives you a shit test, there is nothing you can do to make her see you as her first choice. See, what would need to happen is that the only way she can see you as the first choice from that point on is that over time, a long extended period of time, she needs to be reintroduced to you. You understand what I'm saying? And when I say reintroduced to you, that means that she has to see you as a whole new motherfucker. But guess what? She's not going to see you as a whole new motherfucker on the day where you guys are talking to each other at that bar. So this guys, this stuff is real simple. So when you're dealing with the woman and you approach this girl at the bar and she gives you a shit test, you go up to her and you say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Right? And she's like, oh, is that how you talk to a lady? Aren't you going to like buy me a drink first and introduce yourself first with a drink or whatever, some shit like that? Or you go up to a girl, you say, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, what is that, a chain you're wearing? Is that even real? That doesn't even look like you're wearing fake chains, aren't you? Right? Shit test. That means that woman is not highly interested in you. Because a woman who is highly interested in you does not give you a shit test. Why? Because a woman who's highly interested in you wants you to like her. You understand? And what happens is that a woman who gives you a shit test doesn't really care if you like her because she doesn't like you that much. So what happens is that her interest in you becomes you being like her plaything. You understand? So what happens is when a woman's giving you a shit test, her interest in you at that point, really her main interest in you is attention. You understand? It's attention. Because she's saying, I'm not really interested in this guy, but I am interested in the attention he's going to give me because that's still something else that I can get out of him. So let me give him a shit test and let him dance for me so I can be entertained. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. But see, the thing is that if you guys don't understand this, y'all actually think a woman giving you a shit test means that she likes you. That's what the PUA say. No, a shit test is cool because it's showing that she has some interest because she wants you to prove that you're the real deal. She wants to see if you're really the guy you say you are, the guy she thinks you are. So you can imagine that. Look at the wording. Well, she wants you to prove to her. You understand what I'm saying? Terrible. Let me see what the question guy says. Can the practice of combat sports / martial arts be a good way to build self-esteem and confidence? I mean, it could, because you can do that and you can be confident in the fact that you're doing the right moves and you're taking action and you're making those things go down and you see that you're able to do those things, right? That could help. You see what I'm saying? But what you want to understand is that you want to get to the point where you are confident in yourself and who you are, period. You understand what I'm saying? You want to be confident in who you are, period. So meaning that this is the thing. You got to understand the difference between confidence and competence, right? So competence means you know how to do something and you know how to do it well, right? So you might be competent in combat sports and martial arts, right? Now, you could gain confidence through the competence, meaning because you know how to do martial arts and you're competent in that, you are confident about your skill of martial arts, right? But what happens is that confidence is deeper because you don't need to be competent to be confident. So a lot of people think you need to be competent in order to be confident. So for example, people will say, well, I can't be confident because I don't know how to do this, right? That's not what confidence is. You can be confident even if you don't know how to do something. You can be confident even if you're not competent in doing something. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that when you're really, really confident, it's about a mindset and it's about you having trust, belief, and love for yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Says, do you think Barack Obama is Michelle Obama's second choice? Because Michelle said one time that she rejected Barack when she first met him. Yeah, when she first met him, absolutely. Now, let's say for whatever reason over time, Barack, like in some form or fashion changed and upgraded or whatever, then it could have been, okay, now I'm really, really feeling this guy, like he's different to me now than when I first met him. But yeah, if that was the case where when she first met him, she rejected him, then yeah, that wasn't her first choice. You understand? So anytime a woman, because this is what you got to understand. The first initial interaction is the actual level of desire a woman has for you. You understand? So if you're interacting with a chick and the first time you're dealing with her, she gives you a shit test, that means her level of attraction for you is not high. If the first time you deal with a woman and she's all smiles and she's all showing her teeth and blushing and being all, like about it, that means that her attraction is actually high. So a lot of guys run into, a lot of women who aren't really, really that into them. And then they think because they wore the chick down that they did something. They're like, oh, my game was so tight that I got this girl who was initially pushing me away to want to fuck with me. And I'm like, no, this is what happened. You were dealing with a woman who didn't have high interest in you. You kept going and you wore her down. And then she just was like, fuck it. And then she settled for you. That's it. That is it. So why is now scoring with a woman is not a win? You literally don't have to deal with that chick afterwards. Your language exposes you. Your language exposes you, my guy. Look at how you even say it. Why is now scoring with a woman not a win? What is this scoring that you speak of, sir? What is that? So now you're it's a point, it's a score once you smash a chick. And he says you literally don't have to deal with that chick afterwards. So basically you were saying you were dealing with her just to get the pussy. Right? You weren't the type of guy that can get the pussy by you being you, letting her know what it is. You were dealing with her. And see, the thing is that the reason, this is how I know how you deal with women is because how you deal with women is based in how you just said about you scoring. So now what it basically says to me is that you go through a whole song and dance to try to get pussy. You understand what I'm saying? He said he's been watching too much Beavis and Butthead. Hilarious. Let me see. Where we at with the questions? It says, would you end a first date immediately if someone does not agree to have sex? Yes. So I think I did a whole video on this actually. So this is the thing. If you're on a date with a chick, right? And let's say you're getting a drink with her and you're flirting with her or whatever. And let's say she's not really reciprocating the interest. She's not flirting back, right? And let's say you're flirting with her because you are interested in her sexually and you want to smash that night, right? So if you're flirting with her, she's not flirting back, then why are you still on the date? If you're looking at her saying, I would smash now and I want to do that, and she's not trying to reciprocate. So it makes no sense to spend more time on the date if what you want to happen isn't going to happen because she's not showing that interest. Right? Or let's say, you're on the date, you're flirting, and she's flirting back. She's flirting back with you. Y'all might be kissing and all this other stuff. You say, hey, let's go back to my place. And she's like, oh, no, I can't tonight because I got to get up for work early or whatever the fuck it is, right? Why would you keep the date going, right? If you're ready to leave now, you say, okay, well, listen,
you get home safe, and let's meet up next week, and then we can continue where we left off. You come by my place, and we'll make it happen. Right? So you end the date. Because if you know you want this to happen now, you let her know you want it to happen now, and she's not trying to make it happen now, then what are we doing? Why are you spending any more time on a date? Because this is what you need to let the girl understand. You need to let the girl understand that, hey, if you're going to even fuck with me, right, you're going to have to move at my pace. I'm not moving at your pace. And so what happens is that when you let it be known that this is what you want to do and she's not trying to do that, then you end the interaction so she gets no more time with you. Yeah, Charlie, the PayPal's working. So yeah, she gets no more time with you. See, what you guys do is this. You let a woman know what's going on or what you want to happen. She declines and you still give her more attention. Isn't that crazy? You tell a woman, hey, I want to do A, B, and C. She says, no, I'm not really trying to do that. And then you still hang out with her and still you're still getting drinks with her. You're still talking to her. No, as soon as a woman is not doing what you want, you cut off the time and attention immediately. Immediately. Now, when you cut it off, don't cut it off on some butthurt shit. No, you just say, hey, listen, well, you know what? I had a great time. But I'm gonna wrap this up. So, get home safe. Give me a text when you get home, and that's that. You understand what I'm saying? That is that. You understand? I've ended plenty of dates that way. Like there was times where I ended a date and the date was like maybe half an hour and shit. It wasn't even that long. Because I was like, okay, I've decided in my mind that I want something to happen now. She's not trying to make this happen now. We're ending the date. You understand what I'm saying? It's over. We're done. So let me see what else talk about. It says when a woman takes out her phone on a date for a drink, what is the masculine way to tell her to put away the phone? Right? Okay, so understand that if a woman's taking her phone out and she's all on her phone on a date, that's disrespectful. She doesn't respect you. She don't really want to be there. She's not really feeling you. So at that point, you can end the date. Call that shit a wrap. Call that a day. Call that a day. Remember, that's second choice behavior. All right, we got 570. 570 is popping. Who this?
What up? This is Charlie Key from Miss Locario. How you doing?
Charlie, appreciate the donation, friend.
Yes, sir.
So what's going on? What's going on?
So I just got a real quick question. My question is, how do I, get rid of, let's say, my social programming, let's say, from what I used to be, quote unquote, how do I get over those leftover feelings, let's say, and kind of be my more true self, you know what I mean? If that's a thing.
Well, this is the thing. What it is this, right? Is that you have to reprogram your mind to the point where the other conditioning sounds ridiculous and doesn't make sense anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So, but the way that you reprogram your mind is that you have to constantly be reaffirming your identity. And so this is why things continue to happen the same way, because it's a test from the universe to see if you're really about that life, to see if you've really changed. So what I'm saying is all the things that, let's say, all the conditioning you already have that may cause you to act a certain way is going to keep happening, meaning that the things that occur and the things that happen in your life are going to keep happening. The way that you know you've changed is that once when it keeps happening, you realize you've changed when the things that keep happening don't affect you or you don't see it the same way. You understand what I'm saying? But in order for you to get there, right, you have to make sure that you're staying focused on being yourself at all times. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, even when we talk about this, right, most guys' conditioning is, well,
you know, I should take it slow with her because I got to make women comfortable. And, you know, if I make a woman comfortable, then she'll be comfortable enough to get close to me and make shit happen, right? So that's the conditioning. It's like, you know, be a gentleman, court her, you know, and make her come, all this other nonsense, right? So now what happens is that you have to be able to stand in your shit and say, well, you know what? I know I don't need to do that because one, I don't want to do it. And two, I have not done it and still got what I want. So what's going to happen is that for the next 10 or 15 times that you're dealing with women, you're going to have damn near all of them saying, we got to get to know each other. I got to get more comfortable, blah, blah, blah. So now you're going to be like, damn, should I start, you know, courting them? Should I start hanging out with them more? Should I start to talk to them more on the phone and do all these things that they're saying? Because I keep noticing that I'm getting, right? So what happens is that you have to fight that and say, fuck that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to stand in what I've been doing and keep going in that direction. And so now what's going to happen is that when you stand in that, you're still going to get more of the woman that's going to do that. But what's going to happen is that it's going to make less and less sense to you because as that's happening, there's going to be more and more women that you're dealing with that you didn't need to make comfortable, that you didn't have to get to know, that you didn't have to take on a bunch of dates. So now you're saying, wait a second, I have so much evidence that my masculine identity is attractive to get exactly what I want. So all this other shit they talking, that don't mean nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But this is the key. Most guys, because they don't stand their ground, because they're not confident, they don't believe in themselves, they get swayed back into the conditioning. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is what you got to understand. You're going to get conditioned one way or the other. What I'm saying is condition yourself. Don't let others condition you. You see what I'm saying? That's the main thing. You have to constantly condition yourself. You have to like basically, right? Like for example, the thing that I've heard the most, you know, like about me, even when I was on those debates on the Game Global or just dealing with people in general, I'll be on Clubhouse talking to people. And a lot of people will say that I'm insufferable. And the reason why they say I'm insufferable is because I don't move off my stance, period. So what happens is they'll try to get me to move off my stance and I won't. So I'm very stuck on my stance. Now, if my stance ever changes, it only changes based on me coming to a realization of whatever I feel makes sense to me versus being influenced by the other people. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get to that point. You see what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because like, you know, I mean, to make it real quick, you know, like when it comes to the topic of sex, I mean, probably like a lot of guys, I've like, you know, was like conditioned to be like, you know, let's say, oh, you got to like take her out to eat or some fucking shit like that. You know what I mean? All that rigmarole. And it's like, I never understood why that was, like what that was, but obviously I guess that's the reason, just because, you know, they're trying to use guys who they're not interested in, like you said, to your video, you know, like this is the second option, you know,
right?
But I ain't gonna lie, like I've been getting a lot of hate from my family recently.
Oh yeah, of course,
because they basically they all know that I'm like this guy, and it's like it's the thing about it is, Locario, and I'm sure you've probably had this in your life. Like once you go in, there's like no going back, you know, at a certain point, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I've had these sexual experiences with women. Now, I'm not saying I'm out here like, you know, like I got you know, amazing game, like I'm perfect, you know, I still learn, you know, I still try to improve and all that other stuff. But I've had high interest women be with me and it's been perfectly fine. And at the beginning, it was like, you know, I had to, like for me personally, I couldn't, like me personally, I like being X-rated, you know, when I talk to women. But that's just me. And that's a part of that is because I like to, but also because that helped me kind of to get over my social programming faster, because I was like, if I could just tell a chick, like for example, if I tell a chick I want to throw fuck her and she looked at me and she's like, oh, I'm down with that, and I was like, holy fuck, is this real life? You know what I mean? But it happened and I was like, holy shit. But you know, what it did, it kind of fucked my mind up in a sense, because at the same time, you know, that social programming is like kind of left over now. So even now when I get hate from my family, I still kind of really feel that. Right. That's why they're, you know, calling in, because I kind of, I've been like having that, a lot of those like feelings like kind of come back, but I know I can't go back. So it's like, how do I deal with that? You know?
Right. Because the feeling comes from wanting to be included with the group. You understand what I'm saying? Right. But the thing is that you don't have to be included with the group, because you're already included with the group, whether you want to be or not. So see, it's the illusion of, this is the thing.
it's the illusion of separateness, right? That makes you want to be closer to the group. But the thing is that you are always going to be in the group, even if they're trying to ostracize you. And what I mean by that is that you can't get away from yourself, and everything, man, woman, circumstance, situation is all you anyway. You understand what I'm saying? It's all one thing.
Yeah, that's facts. I didn't think about that.
So the thing is that when you forget that, right, what happens is in the material world, this is what they do. You get tricked into thinking that you're separate from everything. So what happens is that further separation makes you feel isolated, which makes you feel negative about yourself, because you feel like feeling good about yourself is to be part of the group. Well, the thing is this, is that you're never not part of the group, because you can't not be part of the group because you're attached to everything.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like this.
Yeah,
it's just
wow,
like this.
crazy.
And this is what a lot of people don't understand, right? Everything is one thing, because think about it this way, right? Whenever you watch, let's say you watch a movie, right? Let's say you go watch fucking the Avengers or whatever it is like that, right? People think the hero and the villain are different, right? No, the hero and the villain is the exact same. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because to the villain, the hero is the villain. You understand what I'm saying? So when Thanos is like looking at Captain America, one of these niggas, Captain America is the villain to Thanos, and Thanos is the villain to Captain America. So they're both heroes in what they're trying to pursue, and then they're both enemies to each other in what they're trying to pursue. You see what I'm saying?
Wow, I never even thought about that. It's kind of like the whole Jedi and Sith thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the same thing. So the thing is that the person's like, well, this person's the villain, but it's like, no, you're the villain to somebody else. So right now, your family could be like, well, Charlie's the villain. And then you're looking at them like, well, no, they're the villain because I'm the hero because you see what I'm saying? But they're like, no, we're the hero because we're doing the right thing. And you're like, no, I'm the hero. You see what I'm saying? It's the same shit. So it's the same thing where people don't understand. Like if a person, for example, a person might see me as a villain because, I'm, like for example, they'd be like, Locario's the villain because he supports women with high body counts. And I'm like, well, no, I'm the hero. You're the villain because you keep dissing women with high body counts. You see what I'm saying? It's the same fucking shit. And so people don't understand it's two sides of the same coin. That's why I always laugh when people talk about, God and the devil. And I'm like, it's the same fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? It's two sides of the same coin. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I feel. And I kind of feel like I got to be the hero of my own fucking thing, which is why I'm trying so hard to, learn this shit. Cause I'm like, it's because to your point, it's like if I turn on myself, I'm basically the villain to the self that I'm going to be next. But I really was that person, so it's actually the same thing.
That's a fact. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you have to stay the course on who you are at all fucking times. Remember, because society and everything is going to try to get you to fall in line. Society is going to try to get you to submit to their shit. They're going to try to get you to submit to their way of thinking. They're going to try to get you to submit to how they want to do things, right? So the thing is that the only thing that you need to submit to is yourself, meaning that you're submitting to the ideas and the ideals that you want. Because even, for example, when a woman submits to a man, she's really just submitting to herself because she's saying, I submit to him, I'm following him, because he has the same ideals and he's aligned with what I want as a woman. That's why she's submitting. You see what I'm saying? Because it's still her submitting to her through him, because she's basically doing what she wants to do anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. I really appreciate all that stuff you told me this call, and that was basically it, because I just never understood that shit. Like why, people are like especially with, I guess it's just because either girls don't like the guy, or they're trying to just get some use out of him. If he's, like you say, his second choice. Because even my mom be saying shit like that, and I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? You know what I mean? But I guess it's because my dad might be a simp or something, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Most dudes' dads are simps. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, like literally, my dad be even saying that shit to me, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, and you gotta understand.
I mean, don't tell me you don't want to have sex. I mean, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It's like crazy.
Right. You gotta understand. Most guys are simps, and most people don't understand game. You understand what I'm saying? So,
right.
Because most people don't understand game, what you're doing or what you say is not going to compute to them. Because remember, they're conditioned by society. So society has conditioned them heavy. And what happens is that when society conditions you, it's hard for you to think for yourself. Because in order for you to condition yourself, you got to what? Think for yourself. So what happens is that the people who are conditioned by society have not learned to think for themselves. Usually they don't critically think. They just go with whatever everybody else is saying. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of what people think is right and wrong and what they think they should do or shouldn't do is based on them just adhering and plugging into society. They're not actually thinking for themselves and really seeing what they really want. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, thank you, Mr. Locario. I really appreciate it, and I'll leave it to it.
Yes, sir. I rather appreciate the call, fam.
All right, thanks.
All right, so guys, call up. Caller number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. If you guys have a question, put a Q in the chat, and we'll get to the question. Let me see what some more of these questions are saying. Where are we at with the questions? So, was we here? Oh yeah, we already did that one. Let's do the next one. So I've seen a topic on the internet that says the house on fire. Do you rather save your man or $20 million? Says most women on the internet says they rather save 20 million over their man. Oh my God. Again, second choice. That's what happens. That's what happens. So when you're a woman's second choice, she's gonna choose the 20 million over you every time. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens. So this is why I'm saying that, got some shit on my. That's why this is why I'm saying that it's important to make sure that you are not the woman's second choice and that you're the first, because this is the type of shit. Let me see. So how does a man evolve every day? Continuing to be himself every day. See, when I tell you guys continue to be yourself every day, remember it's a war going on. It's a battle. It's a battle between you being yourself and you dealing with everyone else telling you that you shouldn't be yourself. It's a battle. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, because society is banking on you being a zombie. See, because like I said, when you think for yourself, it's hard for people to control you. It's hard for people to manipulate you. It's hard for people to get at you. And in order for them to even interact with you or get at you or to get something out of you or get something from you, that means that they have to actually bring some real shit to the table. You see what I'm saying? They got to bring some real shit to the table. Because if you're easily influenced, if you don't think for yourself, then it's easy for people to get over on you. But if you think for yourself and you have certain ways you do things, right? If a person wants to extract value from you, they're going to have to actually come to you correct. Like, I always find it funny. I get these shits every week in my email, in my DMs, on Facebook, Instagram, in my regular email, every week like clockwork. I get somebody in my DMs, right, trying to, hit me up about some marketing shit, trying to sell me some, let me do your website over, or let me promote this and let me do that and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, hey, it's not wrong with people going out there and doing their thing. The problem with it is that a lot of these motherfuckers, what I notice is they use all of these marketing tactics to an extent instead of just saying, hey, this is me. This is what I can do for you. And if you're interested, here's my information. Right? They never do that. They got to come at me on some indirect weird shit. Hey, Locario, I checked out your video called The Dangers of her being your second choice and never date a woman who settles for you. That's a really interesting video. And I was thinking that if you actually hit me up, I could, level up your YouTube followers by 20%. And I'm like, nigga, you know you ain't watched this fucking video. Stop trying to butter me up and act like you give a shit about the fucking video, knowing you ain't watched the shit, and you trying to sell me some marketing shit. Just like be like, nigga, Locario, what's up? Look, this is what I do. This is how much it costs. If you interested, holla at your boy. That's it. But see, what happens is that these people are conditioned to think, oh, well, I can't just tell him, see, if you were critically thinking, this is what you would do. You say, you know what? Locario seems like a busy motherfucker. He ain't got time to be reading all this fucking stupid shit. How about I just hit him up, say, hey, listen, this is what I can do for you. This is what it is. And boom. Or, hey, Locario, check this out. I did like 6, thumbnails for you for free. You can use these whenever you want for free. Now, if you like these thumbnails and you want to hit me up for some more, this is how much I charge. Boom. So I can look at the thumbnails. Okay, I like this shit. I use this shit. I hit them up. Yo, how much for the, you see what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers, because they don't critically think, you understand what I'm saying? And they're doing all the shit that they've been taught by everybody else, right? They don't know how to actually really see the entire picture to get at me that would actually make any sense. You see what I'm saying? They don't have any game. You understand? So let me see what else says. Does someone being educated mean they are intelligent? No. Not at all. I mean, you could be educated and be intelligent, but just because you're educated doesn't mean you're intelligent. What I'm saying? You can just retain information and, being educated, but that doesn't mean you're intelligent. Says, had a girl meet a shit test, but cooperated after I checked her. What does that mean? I gained her attraction? Nope. No, that just means that a woman who has medium interest in you decided to continue to fuck with you. That's it. Like I said, it's the initial interaction is how the woman views you. The initial interaction is how the woman views you. Let me explain to you guys. So think about it this way. Have you ever been at a bar, club, in the street, at the park, even online, and you see a girl and you look at her and you be like, God damn. Like, you're like, this chick bad as, God damn. She bad as fuck, right? Like you've seen that or you come across that, whether it's, in person, online, whatever, you're like, fuck, this bitch bad, right? That is your initial feeling about that woman. Now, let's look on the flip side. You ever be on a dating app or whatever? You're looking at a chick's picture. You're like, she aight. Then you're looking at her. You're like, okay, she got, she kind of got some nice lips. You know what I'm saying? She's kind of like a 6, maybe. She's okay. And then this is the chick you matched with because you just swipe it on everybody. You match with the chick. You're like, she aight, I might message her. You're contemplating whether or not to message her because you're studying her pictures to see if you think she's even attractive enough for you to bother, right? That is your initial feeling about that woman. Now, remember, one woman, soon as you saw her, you was like, God damn, this bitch is bad. And then the next one, you're like, she's okay. And then you're trying to convince yourself whether or not you should even send her a message or anything like that. That's what I'm talking about. Women are the same exact way. When they meet you and you interact with them, it's like, he's that guy. He would get it. Yes, 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 please. Then you got the guy, he's okay. Maybe if I get to know him a little, maybe if he takes me out a little more, maybe. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how it works. So the woman's initial feeling about you is how she feels about you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it works. It's really simple. So Joe Bass said, when you're telling yourself once you realize the chick you wanted don't want you, as opposed to niggas that either feel hurt or want to keep trying. Yeah, well, the thing is, a lot of guys, they feel some type of way or they want to keep trying because of their ego. You understand what I'm saying? They're in their ego, and that's why they want to keep it going, because they can't take the fact that the girl don't want to fuck with them. And and this is the thing, because they've built in their mind that they're really attracted to this woman. For that woman to not want to fuck with them makes them feel even worse, because that's the ideal girl for them in most cases. You understand? So if this girl is the ideal girl I want, or the girl I really am attracted to, and she don't want me, I'm gonna feel some type of way. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel some type of way. And so if I can trick my mind into thinking that, well, she might still want me, it's just she just doesn't move fast, you know? She's not like these other girls out here. I just need to take a little bit more time to get to know her, and blah, blah, blah. And that's how women basically manipulate you into using you, because you don't want to adhere to the fact that she's not really feeling you. So she's like, all right, well, I could kind of use them a little bit. I could get them to take me out, buy me shit, do all this other stuff. And you think that you're getting closer to the pussy. You think that, oh, well, she's warming up to me. You think that, oh, you know, and then what'll happen is that if you do get shit popping with the girl, it's because you wore her down. It's because she gave in. She settled, which still isn't good, because you're still dealing with a woman who doesn't really like you, which means resistance, which means drama, which means her giving you an attitude, which means her giving you the runaround, which means her flaking on you. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. It says, it's better to wait until marriage to have sex. Come on, y'all can't be serious. You can't be serious, fam. Why would you why would you marry a woman you haven't had sex with? That's insane. That is insane. You understand what I'm saying? So you gonna wait till marriage, have sex, and the pussy's trash, or she don't like your dick. Crazy. Says shorty was going to be late for the date 30 minutes, so I told her the latte's on her. That threw her off, so she said another time. Right move. She sent a long ass text trying to explain. No, she not feeling you, fam. Listen. First of all, ain't no way she's supposed to be 30 goddamn minutes late to the date. You understand what I'm saying? She not interested in you, fam. And then she's like, oh, let's do another time. She don't want to go on a date with you. She was looking for an out, and that's what that is. And you don't even need to pay attention to the long ass text. She's just giving you the long ass text because her ego doesn't want to be like, she doesn't want to look like a flake or look like she's full of shit. You understand what I'm saying? All right, we got 2 free calls sent from the Venmo from Scary Hours. Shout out to Scary Hours. Appreciate you, fam. We got 2 free calls. So guys, call up. I see y'all sending in a lot of questions. So we got 2 free calls that's sent to the Venmo. So if you guys want to call up, you got 2 free calls in the queue. All right. So Let me see what these other questions are saying. Where was we at? Says, how are why wait, what? Exchange numbers with a woman. She sounds interested. I set up coffee date. No reply so far. Has being a day. What? Should I let her go and no double text it unless she reply? Okay, so you're saying you set up a date, she didn't reply? Always remember, no reply is a reply. That means she's not interested. You understand what I'm saying? No reply is a reply. So yeah, you guys keep that. You just gotta keep that moving, fam. She's not interested. It's gonna be okay. Says, is it be the hero to yourself, even if everyone thinks you're the villain? Absolutely, because that's what it is. That's what it is. That's a fact. Says, why does the direct upfront approach seem to be more efficient with foreign women versus US-based women? It's not. It's just that when you guys are overseas, or even if you're dealing with foreign women, a lot of foreign women will be cooperative with you just off the strength that they see that you're American and they want to use you for resources in most cases. But the US women, right? They're not impressed because they're from the same place you are. You understand? So you guys understand, like, a lot of dudes, they really get this confused. I'll say this, all interest is not equal. Follow what I'm saying here. All interest is not equal. So you have sexual interest. So let's just use two forms of interest. You have sexual interest and interest in resources. Sexual interest and interest in your resources. Now, sexual interest is way more powerful than interest in resources, right? So what happens is that based on a woman's interest level, meaning based on how interested a woman is in you, is going to determine how cooperative she's going to be. Now, when a woman is highly sexually interested in you, she's going to be extremely cooperative. When a woman is interested in you because of the resources, she's not going to be as cooperative. This is why when a woman wants to have sex with you and you let her know you want to have sex and you're trying to hook it up, it will smoothly go, it will just happen. Right now, if the woman is mainly interested in your resources, this is the type of woman that you want to have sex with, but what is she going to say? Let's get to know each other more. We got to wait. We should go on more dates. Because she's interested in your resources more than your sex. You understand? And so the sexual interest is more powerful than the interest in resources. Now, how does this pertain to the passport bros or the guys going over to or dealing with the foreign women and all this other stuff, right? When you go overseas or you're dealing with these foreign women and they see you as this American guy, they're like, okay, he's the money guy. He's the resource guy, right? What happens is that in these other countries, right, the women, they'll have sex with you, right, to gain the resources because from where they're at in certain situations, they don't have as much money as a woman in America. The woman in America don't need your money. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why you can't get the cooperation from them because they don't need your money. Whereas the women overseas may need your money. Right? But what happens is that they need your money badly. So they will cooperate with you to the extent that a woman in general would cooperate with a man they're sexually attracted to. Right? But what happens is that when you go overseas, you're basically rich to some of those women. Just like let's say a rich guy in America, let's say he has millions of dollars. That guy can get, a lot of escorts and hoes to fuck with him. So when you guys go overseas and you're dealing with those foreign women, when they're dealing with you because you have money, you're basically dealing with escorts and hoes. You see what I'm saying? That's how that works. It's real simple. Says, have you encountered a woman who you approached, said something sexual, but she gave a negative reaction, criticized you at first, you seduced her, you ended up smashing? If so, what do you call those women? Those are medium interest women. Like I said, anytime a woman gives you this type of reaction when you're being sexual with her, brother, anytime she's giving you that reaction, that means she doesn't have high interest in you. If she has high interest in you, she will never give you that reaction. So if you seduce, and you didn't seduce her, you wore her down. You understand what I'm saying? You wore her down. See, in order for you to seduce a woman, right? A woman has to be showing high sexual intent. Do you understand what I'm saying? She has to be showing high sexual intent. And what happens is that because you have game, you understand that you have to lead her to the dick. So like I said, there's always some obstacle in the way of her getting to the dick. The seduction is you removing the obstacle out the way. When a woman is criticizing you, giving you a negative reaction, being resistant, you don't seduce her, you wear her down. You can't seduce a woman who's giving you resistance sexually. You can seduce a woman who wants to give you the pussy. It's two different things. You understand? So I'll give you an example of seducing. Seducing would be, let's say you match with a girl on a dating app, right? Oh, we're not doing anonymous calls. You got to use your phone number. Anyway, let's say you match a girl on a dating app, you get on a FaceTime, right? And she's FaceTiming you on her lunch break. And you say, hey, you should come over my place, after work so we could get it in. And she's like, oh my God, that sounds so fucking good. Like, yeah, I want to come over, but I might have to do overtime, but I really want to see you so bad, right? So then you say, well, listen, this is what you could do. How many people you cool with at your job? And she's like, oh, well, one of my best friend, Rebecca works with me, we be chill. Listen, how about you do this? You tell Rebecca to take your spot for the night. And then you leave an hour early, come by my place, because I got to be out somewhere by 9. And then we could get together from like 7 to like 8:30 and we could get a crack in. And then she's like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good, right? So that's you seducing. The woman wants to fuck with you, but there's an obstacle in the way. You understand what I'm saying? And the obstacle is not really her. You understand what I'm saying? It's the circumstance situation. And then you find a way to circumvent that to actually entice her to make the thing happen that she wants to happen. Now, a woman giving you a negative reaction or criticizing you, that's her being resistant on her own to the sexual interaction. You understand what I'm saying? So you're not seducing a woman that gave you a negative reaction or criticizing you. If you end up smashing, that means you wore her down in some form or fashion. You guys got to understand the difference. Let me see what, so is it better to tell a chick you want to smash before the date or during the date to not waste time? So you can if you want, right? But it's not necessary. So this is what I'm saying. If you're going on a date, you should, well, let's back this up a little. Now, you shouldn't go on dates if you know that all you want to do is smash. If you know all you want to do is smash, you don't need to go on dates. Now, if you go on dates should be something you're going on because that's what you want to do, and you also want to fill out the chick on the date, right? Now, while you're on the date and you're filling her out, you could say to yourself, you know what, damn, I want I want to take her back to my place. You're thinking that as you're on the date, right? So on the date, you can interact with her, build that sexual tension, take her back to the place. Now, this is what I would usually do because this is where I fucked up in the past. So let's say I'm on a dating app or I get a girl's information, I talk to her and set up a date. The best course of action is to say something to the event of, you say, hey, like let's say you match with a girl, you say, hey, let's go out for drinks. And if, keyword, if the vibe is right, you can come back to my place. Because the mistake I made was I would tell a girl, hey, I'm gonna go out Friday to get a drink. Meet me, let's get a drink, and then we're gonna go back to my place. So I made it the conclusion was we gonna fuck. So now this girl comes to the date, and I'm thinking, damn, I don't know if I want to fuck this chick, but I already told her we gonna fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I switched that around and said, hey, listen, let's get a drink. And if the vibe is right, then we could go to my place, right? So her coming through, she's still coming through with the idea that this could happen, but it's not written in stone. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I'm dealing with her and I'm just like, nah, I ain't really trying to really fuck with this chick like that. You understand what I'm saying? Then we ain't got to go back to my place. You see what I mean? See, you guys have to understand that, remember, you also have the option to not want to fuck her too, right? You see what I'm saying? It's like, y'all always have the idea that you always want to fuck and she has to decide whether or not she wants to fuck you. No, you can decide if you want to fuck her. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's not obligated to dick just because you're a man. You see what I'm saying? It says, what's the difference between keep trying with a woman versus constantly approaching women when you constantly getting rejected? Okay, so the difference is that when you keep trying to do something with a woman, which means this one girl over here, that means you're chasing. When you're approaching different women, right, what you're doing is that you're interacting with multiple women to find the women who are going to follow you. That's the difference. You understand? So what you're looking for is cooperation from the jump, which is why you talk to the multiple women to find cooperation from the jump. Right? But if you talk to that one woman and she's not cooperating from the jump, why would you continue to talk to her? Does it make any sense? It was that most guys have to get enough sex to walk away from what's being thrown at. That's a fact. That is true. That is true. This is why you guys need to go out there and get more shit popping. This is why you need to get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. You feel what I'm saying? Do it! Get the book.
Just do it!
Because y'all motherfuckers, man. All right, let's see who this is. All right, 718, what's popping? Who this?
This is Marcus.
Marcus, what's going on? Did you donate or are you taking a free call?
Free call.
All right, what's going on with you, man?
All right, so I've been having problems. Like, I haven't had a girl that I fuck with in like months. So I've been approaching, I at least try to approach like at least 3 or 4 a day, at least, because I don't really see a lot of girls where I be at. But I was approaching yesterday and a girl walked past and I'm like, yo, excuse me, like, you know, what's your name? And she kind of just rejected it like from the jump. I was wondering if there's anything better I could have said as far as like an introduction, because like when I go up to women, a lot of them think I'm like young. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like
how
that.
old are you?
I'm 25. I look like I'm like 16 or 18 probably. But I got a full beard, my nigga. So it's like, come on now. Like, you feel me? I don't know if they bullshitting or it's like.
Okay, so you said it's been how long since you fuck with a chick?
Almost like a year, probably.
A year?
Yeah.
God damn! Why so long? What happened? Why it's so long, man?
For one, I still approach, but I don't approach 25, so I feel like I'm not getting the best out of it. You feel me? But
are you?
The other thing is kind of like it'd be hard for me to like flirt. I guess I'd be scared to flirt. Like, bro, I introduced myself before I could even get into the convo. Most of the girls don't really be like responsive, so I feel like it's maybe something I'm saying wrong, or I don't know.
Well, the thing is part of, you know, approaching and interacting with women is you got to have presence, bro. You sound like, I can tell the fact that you say you scared to flirt means you ain't got no presence. Because if you're scared, that fear happens in the conversation and interaction. Remember, you're not the only guy approaching her. So if you're not the only guy approaching her, right? Understand that she's comparing you to other guys. And remember, if you imagine you walk up to a girl, let's say she's your age, and she been getting hollered at since she was like, 18 or whatever, right? Let's just use 18 because that's the legal age. So she been getting hollered at since she was 18. She's 25, same age as you, right? So that's years and years that she has experience getting hollered at. Now, what she realized is the guys who approach her like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yo, I was right. She realizes those guys usually turn out to be the needy, weird guys. But then the guys who approach her with some presence, usually who are confident and who say what they mean what they say, and not scared to actually flirt, those are the guys who are more attractive. They lead more. They're the type of guys who are not needy, clingy, and all that other stuff. So based on how you come at them, she already makes an assumption about you that you're like the other dudes. And then that's where you get a lot of that you're going to get a lot of that pushback. And then you reinforce it by worrying about what the chick is doing and how she's responding to you. And then that plays out in the next girl you talk to. You see what I'm saying? This is why we tell you to talk to 25 women a day. This is why we tell you to get on the dating apps. Are you on the dating apps?
Yeah, but the dating apps don't really be hand for me. I'll be on Black. I'll be on Facebook.
You on which one?
Most of the time, I try to see what I can get in person. Huh?
Wait. Tell which ones you on?
Facebook got a dating thing on there, and then I'll be on Black.
And that's it?
Yeah, those like the main two.
What about Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid? No, none of those?
I mean, they don't really got the type of girls I like on there.
What type of girls you like?
Black girls.
So you trying to tell me that Tinder and Bumble, OkCupid don't got black girls? Is that what you're saying?
It's like 50-50. Like it's like 50-50.
Okay, so that's
I've been on Tinder in a while, but when I was on it wasn't really like
right. So that's 50%. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm saying is, this is the thing. Okay, let me ask you. This is the thing. See, the problem is that you think you can afford to not do it.
Right.
And you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, I don't care if there was 4 women on 4 black chicks on a certain website. You need to talk to those 4. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So what it is one, you got to work on your presence, and 2, you got to put in the work. This is why we tell you guys, get that online dating consultation. You know what I'm saying? Because let me ask you this. How often are you using, what is it, Facebook and BLK, you said?
Yeah.
How often are you using it?
I mean, I used it yesterday. I'll be on and off because they run out of swipes fast. But the thing about Facebook is unlimited though. You can keep using it. So
right, but how often are you using it?
Pretty good.
How often do you use it?
Like every other day, every couple of days. I mostly try to see girls in person.
But you don't. You just said you only talk to like 4 women, so you're not seeing girls mostly in person.
It just depends on where I'm at. I don't really see a lot. Like I just see them like if I'm on the way to the gym.
What city you in?
Like
what city you in?
I'm in New York.
Nigga!
Most of the time I be in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Stop, nigga!
But I don't see them when I be outside. I don't see them. I know they be in Manhattan.
Fam, what neighborhood you in?
I go to Crown Heights a lot.
Nigga, you in my neighborhood. What the fuck, nigga? I can sit on my stoop and see like 30 girls in 5 minutes. What are you talking about? Come on, fam.
On Utica, yeah. On Utica, yeah. But when I be outside, like, because sometimes I get home late, so I see like 1 or 2 on the way back home.
Stop. You
I
got
don't
no
really think shit like
excuse.
that.
Nigga, you could bump into chicks every 2 seconds. Are you insane?
Most of the time I gotta go out to like a party or something, and then I'll get like 10 or, you know what I'm saying?
Fam,
That'd be the majority of the time, but I don't really go out like that.
Go out your house and sit in front of your building or your porch and see bitches. What are you talking about? Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're not doing the work. Like, this is what you sound like. You sound like an overweight guy that says, well, I went to the gym 3 or 4 times this month. That's what you basically sound like.
Nah, I just don't see a lot of girls that's really my type though. Like I'll still talk to them, but I don't really be like.
Bro, you can't afford to have a type right now, my nigga. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you find a girl that's your type, you're not gonna be able to get her. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me ask you, what's your type of girl? Explain to me your type.
Thick, dark skin, brown skin.
So a thick, dark skin. Let me ask you, how many girls you have sex with in your life?
Like 8.
8. So all 8 of them was thick, dark skin, and brown skin. All of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
No. Was it yes? No. All 8 of them, were they thick, brown skin, and exactly your type?
Some of them was like I would consider like a 7, but then when I had sex with them, I was like, okay, like I could fuck with this girl. So
okay,
yeah.
so
I would say like they was genuinely my type. They wasn't like no dime, but
okay. So basically, all of them were not your type. So what that tells me is that there's women that you find fuckable, right? There's certain girls that's not all the way like your ideal type, but you'd smash, yes?
Yeah.
Right. So now we got girls who are your type, quote unquote, and we got girls who may not necessarily be your type, but they fuckable. That's a lot of women that you could meet, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stop trying to look for your. Are you trying to look for your wife right now? Or what you trying to do?
Nah.
Okay, so
I really don't be knowing if they fuckable until I talk to them. Like some girls, I'll be like, whatever.
So then
but then if they give me a
talking.
certain energy, then I'll probably.
So then that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is you're not doing enough in order to have enough volume in order to even say what you're saying. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't. So basically, you can't say anything about, man, shit is hard and I'm not getting shit popping because you're not doing enough work to even say that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you gotta put in work. You gotta, bro. This is what you gotta do. You really gotta be talking to 25 women a day. Now that I know you in Brooklyn, my nigga, you ain't got no excuse. That's one. Two, you need to be on Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, Happening, Coffee Meets Bagel, Field, fucking Match, Plenty of Fish. That's like what 8 joints I already told you right now. You understand? You need to be on all them joints, and you need to be on the apps at least 1 hour a day, 7 days a week. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you, man. You're not putting in enough work.
And most of the time they be in groups too. Like I'm not like comfortable. I'm not at the point where I'm fully comfortable talking to a group. Like yesterday, I talked to one yesterday because I was in the train and there was some shorty. She was there, and then the other girl came down with her friends, and those 2 was talking, but the girl was talking to me as well. So then like they like included me in the convo, and then the girl tried to basically be like a wingman for me. So then I told the girl to come here, and they was like in their little group or whatever. Then I ended up going over there. I tried to talk to them. They was bullshitting, but that was like the first time I talked to a group in like mad long. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time I only talk to them if the girls like one-on-one, but since it's summer, they all with their friends and stuff. So
yes, that's what I'm saying. You got to do more.
Like I'm not really good with the groups. Like I don't know really how to intro into it. Like
you got to just
one-on-one.
I do more. That's what I'm saying. You got to do more. The more that you do, the better you're gonna get at talking to women. That's gonna increase your presence with women. The reason right now why you're so scared is because every time that you take time away from doing it, right, that makes it harder the next time you need to do it. So that's what I'm saying, where you gotta make it consistent to where it becomes a habit. When it becomes a habit, then it becomes second nature to you, and then you do it like it's a regular thing. Right now, you're making it this side project, and that's why you're having problems. That's what I'm saying. You got to make it your lifestyle. You got to make it part of your shit. Then once you started to do that, and then you started to really get a hang of it, then might fall back a little bit. What I'm saying is you can't fall back yet because you haven't put in enough work. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'll give you an example. So when I first started this business, right, I was working like crazy, 8 days a week, 26 hours a day type shit. You understand? Like a lot. Now, I still work a lot because I just love doing this shit. But what I'm saying is that I've gotten to the point where I can fall back a little bit because I've gotten to the point where I've built the shit up a certain way to where I don't need to do it as much as I was before. So what happens is you haven't gotten to that point yet to fall back. You understand what I'm saying? You got to go hard. Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not going hard. You're not even going. You're not even going soft. You're going like damn near non-existent. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like you got to 10x all your shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So how do I get more comfortable, like being more direct? Because the girls that I did fuck with,
caller,
shout out to you.
You become more comfortable doing direct. More of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The answer to your question is you have to do more. You're saying, well, I was direct with this girl and then this happened. It don't matter. So, you have to do that 20 more times.
Okay, so when I go back out, every time I got to do it with intention. Like every girl, no matter if it got to be the same way. Like,
same way. It doesn't matter. So what I'm saying is this is what's going to happen. The more you do it, because right now you're doing it, but you're not comfortable doing it. So what's going to happen is that you're going to get more comfortable doing it. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Right. See, Abel said it's too much free game for a free call. So caller, get on the membership, get on the fucking online dating consultation, hit us up on the back end, all right?
Yeah, I got 2 women a day, by the way. I'm not just a fake call nigga.
All right, cool.
I got the ebook, but I'm gonna try to get in the membership as well.
Get some coaching, man. You got to be student of the game. All right, brother. Appreciate it.
Brother.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you guys don't understand. A lot of it really is the work that you guys got. You got to put in the work. I'm telling y'all, put in the work. You guys got to go and do the. Listen, let me tell y'all, man. See, the reason why I know what I know, and the reason why I was able to do what I've done, you understand? Dated thousands of women, slept with hundreds of women, have excellent long-term relationships in an amazing long-term relationship right now with my woman, right? So what you got to understand is that when you put in the work, you gain the knowledge. Because like I tell you guys, there's only a certain thing that I can teach you. There's certain things that I can't teach you. You have to teach yourself, or you have to come to the realization of yourself. So I'm telling you guys stuff, but the thing is that you'll figure it out, or it's going to click more in your mind once you're actually out there doing it. Just like even yesterday, I did a video about Austin Holliman, and notice he came right back around to the shit we were talking about. Why? Because he had to actually go out there and see it for himself. You see what I'm saying? Because before they was like, oh, you bullshit and you dating coaches don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden comes full circle. And he's like, yeah, you got to vet these women. And you know what I'm saying? These chicks over here just want you for the money and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, really? Who was saying that before? Oh, really? Before we were saying that, we was just on some bullshit, wasn't we? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling y'all. You can't cheat the game. What was we at with these questions? Let me see. We were okay. I think this is no. We did that one. We did that one. So, would you say the best results come from cold approaching over online dating? I would say this. I would say that it is overall, like if I had to speak in general, like a general thing, you have more to do. You have more to work with approaching women, like in person, right? Now, I would also say this. If you know exactly what to do with online dating, you understand what I'm saying? Then you can get more women faster. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's only if you really, really know what you're doing.
Now, for the average guy who doesn't know what he's doing on online dating, he's better off just approaching women in person. But if you know what you're doing, right, on online dating, you can set up dates every day of the week. You understand what I'm saying? 2 on some days. You feel what I'm saying? You said down here in Houston, one of your videos was featured on a local late night talk show. Really? What show is that? Send me the link. What show is that? Send me the link to that shit. Yeah, send a link. I want to see what that was about. Yeah, send me that if you can find that shit. Just DM me on Instagram. Okay, where was we at? If a man is willing to risk his life for his woman in times of danger, does that mean he loves her more than he loves himself? Would risk your life to save your woman. So if he does that, if the woman is under his leadership, right, then he's essentially not really, risking his life for her. He's risking his life for him because she's under his leadership. Now, if a woman's not under his leadership, then he's risking his life for her. You understand? So that's what that is. Says, would you say that since strippers are paid to be sexual in order to get your money, they are the Western equivalent to the passport bro experience? Yeah, basically, it's the same. It's the same concept. Same concept. So the woman is, acting nice to you, flirting with you, so you can pay her for lap dances, give her tips, and all that other shit. Right? They make you feel good and feel important. And then you give them that money. You see what I'm saying? So the chick asked me if she could bring her friend with her to meet me for a drink because she's really shy. That's a chargeable offense. Yep. Like, nope, ain't no bringing no chicks there. Yo, what's going on? What's popping? Who this? Miles in the building.
All right.
So,
what's up, Locario? Hey, this is D, man. I'm calling from Georgia.
What's going on, fam? Are you taking a free call or are you donating?
Free call.
All right, what's going on?
Free call. All right, so yeah, my question is to you, Locario, is all right, so how do you deal with pause? And let me break that down for you.
Deal with who?
So in regards to pause, like as far as like, I'm gonna break it down for you, like self-control. So let's say if you say you're not going to do something.
Wait. Poise? You mean poise?
No, pause. It's kind of like a pause. P-U-L-S-E. Pause.
Oh,
like
pause.
Sometimes you may jump. Yeah, something like that.
I think you're using the wrong word, but go ahead.
Okay, all right. But yeah, so it's kind of under the category of self-discipline, self-control. You say you're not going to do something, but you find yourself back doing it again. So what is the way to kind of get rid of that and keep a focused mind on the task you're doing or whatever it is, in all areas of your life. I'm speaking in general.
So give an example. Is something that happened with you recently?
Yeah, this is bitch. He keep fucking. He know you're not supposed to fuck her. That's what it is.
No. So okay, let's say this. So let's say you go on a chick a page or something, and you know okay, I'm not gonna do that, but you go back on it again.
You meant impulse.
Yeah, impulse. Yeah.
Okay,
impulse.
that's what I think you're saying.
Shout out to Leaf. Leaf got it. Leaf figured it out.
So,
yo, 50,000 points to Leaf. Okay, he's the next contestant on what did that nigga say? All right.
So you're basically saying that you keep going back to the chick's page and you want to stop. Right. So basically, this is the thing, man. Part of it is because there's still you got to get rid of that simping demon inside you, man. You got to get rid of that. Like, what is it about her that's so special? You go back
to
Caller, wait. Hold on. I think you need a diagnosis from a pimp named Slickback. Hold on.
I have reason to believe that you are suffering from chronic bitch dependency.
You're suffering from chronic bitch dependency, sir.
Like you said, this is no laughing matter.
Wow, man.
This is no laughing matter. This is.
So wait, caller. Let me ask you. So is this a girl you've been smashing?
Tom, this is no laughing.
No. It's just like a random page.
Wait. So,
this is just a random Instagram chick, and you can't stop looking at her page.
No. I just can't. You just come across it. I just came across, and I'm like, well, damn. I just like she lives somewhere else, and all that.
Well, listen, caller. I just want let me just explain something to him real quick, Locario. How old are you again, caller?
32.
You're 32. Okay, so I need you to understand something about apps, especially social media apps. So I want you to understand that they look at how long you view a post. They look at how long it takes for you to land on a post and then swipe to the next post. They monitor your engagement. If you share it, if you save it, if you subscribe to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you go into her profile and look at other pictures. Do you understand that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So every time you do that, and I know this because it happens to me. So every time you look at a big booty bitch and you go into her profile and you scroll, or you might tap on her shit, or you might linger and look at the picture and stare at the picture for a little while. That's what the algorithms do. They monitor how you behave on every particular post. So notice that on the day when you're looking at big booty bitches, it's going to be a bunch of big booty bitches showing up on your feed. You understand? That's literally how it works. So if you want to reduce that, you need to start going in and purposely searching out, gospel messages, motivation. You need to purposely seek out that information. And then once you continue looking at that information and spending time looking at the information, the algorithm will help you to put more of those other things on your algorithm. Exactly. Right. Whole rhythm. Facts. Real talk. So caller, it's really up to you to change what you engage in. You understand? Because me ain't nothing but big booty bitches popping up on my feed, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. So my question is, why do you want to stop?
Yeah, I love it.
Well, I mean, like, it's not like, because I don't want to, like, not to like stalk or anything like that. That's just all that is. Just trying to learn what you're teaching and stuff. Just making sure you ain't like. No.
But this we don't teach you to not look at attractive women. Like, what's the? I'm trying to understand what is the reasoning behind you wanting to stop. Is this stopping you from getting your work done? Are you not eating? You not sleeping? You trying to find out what this woman is? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Just like, not putting everything aside and stuff, and just spending more time on social media and everything. That's just all that is.
Well, this is the thing. If it's not really affecting, like, if it's like, because what I want to know is how is this affecting your actual life? Like, is there any negative things that's affecting your life based on you looking at some chick on Instagram?
Yeah, just because spending too much time on it, and I can be doing other things that I need to do.
How much time? That's what I'm saying. Like, how much time is that taken away from you doing what you need to do in life?
I may take, like, I don't know. Sometimes I could be on there for an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours. It all depends.
So you be on there for 2 hours looking at one chick in her page?
No. I don't be on the chick page for like 2 hours, but I meant just like social media. But I just say it just be on there for a long time. I may be on the chick page for like 30 minutes or something.
Dang.
I mean, it's not like it's real, because I mean, shit, you just looking at it, versus you in real life. So
this just sounds more like a time management issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you spending a bunch of time doing something and it's taken away from time from doing something else that you may deem is more important, that's more just a time management issue. But the thing is that the reason why I was asking you why is because sometimes guys think that it's wrong to do that, meaning it's wrong for me to look at a chick or be wrong for me to look at a girl's pictures. And it's like, that's why I was asking you, what's the reasoning why you want to stop?
Because if the reason why you want to stop is like, damn, I'm spending too much time on this, and that's taken away from me going to the gym. That's taken away from me working on this business. You know what I'm saying? Then that's a different story. That's why I was asking, what's the reason? Because the reason is important. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
All right.
And I do have another question too. So
wait.
Whoa.
All right, hold on. You said you took a free call, nigga. You got the and call back, fam.
Wait, caller, I have a question for you. Do you feel ashamed with all the time you spend on these things?
Well, I won't say ashamed, but I just know that normally I'm like, what the hell I'm doing? I'm wasting my time because you got other stuff to do besides just, you know what I'm saying, focus on a chick all day that she can't see you or nothing like that. So
okay.
Yeah, that's what that is.
All right. Well, yo.
And another thing too, Miles. So your masculine identity for 99 cents.
Yeah.
You typed in the code summer.
Yeah.
And are you the one to like subscribe bring everything to me? How does that work?
Okay, so the 99 cent is really just so you could join the Zoom call. That's it.
Okay, the Zoom call, and that's on Mondays, right?
And that's on Mondays. Yeah, I used to give you guys all of my content and shit for 99 cent, but niggas was bootlegging my shit. So I had to stop that. So all you get for 99 cent this time is the Zoom call. So you can experience the Zoom call and be a part of that discussion. And there's still a lot of value in it as well. So come through and be a part of the Zoom call.
All right. Now the link to your Zoom call, you send it to my email once I email you, because I can go back on there and do it again.
Yeah, once you subscribe, I will email it to you, but I email it to everybody on the night of. Like, it's not one of those. It's not the same link every time, because that would be ridiculous. Because niggas who's not on the membership anymore would still have access. So I do a fresh Zoom link every Monday. And I email it to everyone that's on the membership Monday at around 10:45 p.m.
I got you. All right, then.
Yeah. All right. So appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, then.
All right.
All right. So, guys, call in. Call in number is 844-672-7300. That's 844-672-7300 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys call that and get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see what some more of these questions are saying real quick. Hold on, where we at? Where was we at with the questions and shit? All right, so we are. So do you think having a routine, or do you think having to reroute the plan for circumstances comes off wrong? But what do you mean, John Doe? You gotta call up. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you talking about reroute the plan for the date? Like, what do you mean?
Yo, these AI bitches though.
Says, do you think you could come across as cold and transactional? It may be a filtering system, but are you adding a level of emotional intelligence and warmth so you don't come across as robotic?
What?
What do you mean? What do you talking? I'm not exactly sure. What are you talking about?
Let me see if I can figure out the riddle. Do you think you can come across as cold and transactional? It may be a filtering system, but are you adding a level of emotional intelligence and warmth so you don't come across as robotic? What?
I don't know.
Yo, y'all need to call in though. Do we got any more free calls?
No, we ain't got no more free calls right now.
Oh, so I just well, maybe we could talk offline.
Right. So guys, call up 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So guys, call up and let me see. It says, who needs coaching when you have the masculine identity soap and your ass is clean? Funny. Get that soap, people. Go to Cunningham Elements, get that soap. Get your soap.
Cunningham Elements. Yo, go to the website and look at it. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Pause.
Get that shit.
Oh, and you know it's June, right? So I gotta play this.
Nigga, you gay.
All right.
Don't
say nothing. Don't say. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Says a chick asked me if she could bring her friend. Oh yeah, we already did that one. Let me see. Hold on. Being a woman's second choice is dangerous because if he marries her and has children with her, she can file for divorce, won't let him see the kids, and lie that he's a deadbeat dad. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. When you're a woman's second choice, she don't really give a fuck about you. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that, like, they really don't regard you as somebody to take seriously. You understand? See, understand. That's why I said this on another show. When you as a man don't really give a fuck about a chick, usually you just might have sex with her and never call her again.
Right.
When a woman doesn't give a fuck about you, she doesn't care what happens to you. You understand? You could die, go to jail, what? She don't care.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Matter of fact, if all that shit happened to you, the better. Because he's like, fuck this guy. You understand what I'm saying? He's fuck him and the patriarchy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, bro. Yo.
I'm telling you, that's why. Listen, man. That's why you got to deal with a woman who loves your dirty draws, man. Because and only keep her around until she loves your dirty draws. Right. The day she looks at your drawers and be like, "Ew," if she does this, when she sees your drawers and she goes like this, that's when you got to charge it to the game. You're gonna be like, bitch, you don't like my dirty drawers no more? She's gonna be like this. She's gonna be like this.
Get out of here, you damn nigga.
That's when you gotta charge her. As soon as she start acting that way, it's a wrap. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
How many free calls we got?
0.
Oh, okay.
So we don't free calls. If you guys want to call up, you got to donate to the Venmo, PayPal, get that shit cracking. It said ARC would get negative reactions and sexual resistance. You categorize what he was doing as wearing women down? No. So what he was doing was letting them know that he wanted to get with them sexually, and either they fucked with it or they didn't.
Wait, what? No. What? Why would you? ARC would get negative reactions and sexual resistance. Would you categorize what he was doing as wearing women?
See, you don't even understand. Let's go to 941. 941, what's poppin'? Who this?
What's going on, Locario? And Miles is Kobe from Florida.
Kobe, what's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, man?
This is a great topic here, so appreciate you guys for a great topic and a great show.
Yes, sir.
So,
well, appreciate it. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate it.
I sent $25 to get $25. I'm sorry.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, Cash App on some bullshit.
Yeah, so I have to tell you, man, like the more I listen to you guys on YouTube, the more I listen to like a membership, and the more I go on dates, like the more I appreciate you guys, the more I'm grateful for you guys, because the things that you guys said make a lot of sense when you're out there dealing with women. Yeah, I have those situations, right, where I go on dates, where I will go like on a 2 to 4 weeks of a dry spell, right? And I will talk to girls online, bars, in person, and club, and nothing is happening, right? And I ask myself, do you remember the time when you were hooking up with girls and going on 2 to 4 dates a week? I'm like, well, just be fucking grateful and thankful for those moments and realize that nothing lasts forever in life.
Right.
Women just gonna come and go out of your life, so you just have to be grateful and understand this is all part of the game. This is all part of nature. See, once you can get to that level of thinking, you'll start to realize that dry spell, rejection, and flakiness are all part of the game.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And everything goes in cycles. So the same way where you had shit popping as far as women being cooperative, it's gonna happen again. This is how shit works. It's just that you have to be consistent and you have to be in motion to be able to attract that back to you. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's fact.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I was like, that's definitely part of it. But again, the awareness of that is understanding the game. When guys don't have awareness of that, they fuck themselves up and they start thinking all these weird ass things, and then that makes them less attractive because they're going based on the whims of what's happening, and they don't know what the fuck's going on.
You know what I want to tell cats, man? As much as we tell you, you need to believe in yourself. You know, when going out, meeting women and dating and all that, you know how much you got to believe in yourself once you're in a relationship?
Oh, hell yeah, right? That's a fact. That's a fact. That's good shit.
Y'all niggas think just trying to get bitches or holler at bitches is the game? Oh, the game, that's like preschool. That's like
the tip of the iceberg. That's why
that's the varsity.
Steve be saying that approaching a woman ain't the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
ain't the game, bro. When you are in a relationship, when you got and y'all niggas that want rosters,
right?
When a woman they call it mansplaining. When a woman start womansplaining, check this out, because you don't want to argue or because you don't want to, you just kind of let shit slide, realizing that you're literally letting your fucking masculine identity walk out the door piece by piece every time you do that.
You wonder why shit get worse later, and you're like, why is she tripping?
Yeah, why is she treating me like this? Bro, I'm telling you, man, look, but Kobe, real talk, Kobe, you got to believe in yourself at all times. You can't let the droughts or the spells of, you know, the chicks not being attracted or the particular chicks that you approach not being attracted. Like, you know, you just got to keep it moving, keep it going. You know, you know, it's crazy because it's like this with everything, man. It's like this with everything. As far as like, you know, even in business, sales, you know, trying to, I saw a reel the other day. That guy that invented Fubu, the guy that came out with Fubu, I forgot his name, but the black dude on Sharks.
Right. Yeah.
That guy. He said 200. He was talking about how when he was trying to apply for a loan to get Fubu off the ground, 273 banks declined him. And he went to his mom and was like, yo, 273 banks declined me, mom. And and the first thing she said to him was, I didn't know that 273 banks existed.
Exactly.
And then his mother she put their house, she remortgaged the house or some shit. And then used the money from the remortgage or refinance, whatever, and helped him with his shit. Right. Yeah. Damian John. Exactly. Yeah. True. This is a true. Well, he said it, so I'm assuming it's a true story. But I'm just bringing that up to say, imagine going to 273 bitches. Y'all niggas be calling in because you went out last Saturday night and 3 bitches wasn't feeling you.
Right.
Exactly.
Imagine Damon John had an idea for Fubu and went to 273 banks and heard no from all 273. So imagine how much he believed in his. Real quick, Kobe. Imagine how much he believed in his idea that he went to 273 banks and heard. Come on, son. By 202 banks. Like after the first 50 banks, though, like the average nigga's gonna go home and pack it up, nigga.
Right.
This nigga went to 273 and then still went to his mom after that. But go ahead, Kobe.
Yes, you never like sprained your ankle, right? It's like when you sprain your ankle, it's like your ankle swelled up. You have that increased swelling and pain. That's not abnormal. That's pretty normal. That has to happen for the healing process to take place, right? For you to be able to walk with a proper gait pattern again. So it's the same thing with like a dry spell, rejection, and flakiness. That has to happen in order for you to have a better understanding of yourself, learn from it, and move on and move forward with your life.
Exactly. And I'll tell you this too, whether you want to believe it or not, life is actually, again, everything in life happens for you, not to you. So in a lot of ways, you have to understand that life is actually protecting you from yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Because there's a certain level of strength. There's a certain level of strength that you need to get to in order to be able to actually handle fucking with bitches. Do you understand? There's a certain thing where
exactly, because I mean, a lot of guys will keep questioning.
Hello?
They keep banging their head into a wall and not going anywhere. I mean, a lot of guys will never get it because they are knocking on the door from the inside trying to get out when they can actually unlock the door and get the fuck out.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
Right.
So I appreciate you for taking my call. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, fam.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
sir.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up. So guys, call in. What time is it? We got another maybe 10 minutes and we're gonna wrap this shit up, man. So call in now if you guys want to call in. Let me see. Where was we at with the questions? It says, how do I go about bagging a coworker who has a boyfriend? Oh my goodness. All right, so let's go to 850. What's popping? Who this?
Yo, this OJ. I'm trying to donate so I can chop it up with y'all right quick, but I can't find a link or nothing.
Okay, are you watching it on my channel? This is Locario?
No, I'm on Miles right now. I need to go to your page.
Yeah, go to my page and then just hit the link at the top for the Venmo or the PayPal.
No Cash App though.
Yeah, no Cash App right now. But yeah, the Venmo or the PayPal.
All right, got you.
All right. So call back in a second. All right. So let's go through these questions real quick. So don't bag a coworker, especially if she has a boyfriend. It ain't gonna work. Just keep moving, fam. Okay, so you found the show, Hotline Hot Take Part 1. You said it's on the front page now. Okay, well send me the link too. Still send me the link so I can check that out. It says, do y'all use Instagram for dating or solely business? I use it for business, but you can use it for dating if you go to badboymembership.com because I have a whole program that teaches you how to get women on social media. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you can make it happen.
I do it. I use social media for business.
Right, that's what's up. So this says, Miles, is it true that you and Beetlejuice are actually related?
Yes.
Heard this from someone. What? Beetlejuice?
Yes.
What the fuck is Beetlejuice?
Yes, we are related. That's my cousin. I think he's talking about that little dark skin funny looking dude with look like he got Down syndrome or some shit.
Oh, that guy? That's your cousin for real?
No, that's not.
I'm like,
I'm just humoring the trolls.
I'm like, these motherfuckers is wild.
I mean, with a name like Spicy, I don't know.
Nigga, you gay.
It's your month, buddy. It's your month.
Spicy. That's crazy. Oh my god. And I think that's all the questions and shit too. So guys, if you want to call up, you got 5 minutes and we're gonna wrap this shit up. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you call now. You know what I'm saying? If not, we're gonna wrap it up. But again, make sure you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go there. Also, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Get on the 99-cent sale for the summer sale. Make sure you guys do that ASAP. Get on that ASAP. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com to join the online dating consultations so that you guys can get step up your online dating game. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure
and tomorrow we're doing the manhood is a skill set. Yo, it's Friday again already.
I know.
Tomorrow we're doing the manhood is a skill set show. Shout out to K Zag and Jay Roman and sometimes Mr. Justin. And shout out to everybody that was there for the last Monday night Zoom, man, featuring Mr. Justin. It was fire.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat that was there, please put a 1 in the chat if you thought this shit was fire. I thought this shit was fire. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree, man. Shout out to Mr. Justin. But yeah, it was good. It was good. So guys, make sure y'all come through to be a part of that. You can join the membership for 99 cents and be a part of that for the first month. Remember, don't forget to cancel if you know you ain't, Yeah, exactly. Justin, he said, shout out to Justin. He exposed my overthinking. Facts. Facts. Justin was opening doors for cats, bro. Like, seriously. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Brandon said, are the master classes archived or do you have to always be live?
Okay, so the master classes will be archived, but only for the highest tier of the membership.
Oh shit! So you guys, as I'm telling you, I got the game is to be sold. You feel what I'm saying? The game is to be sold, people.
Yeah. So you know, because everybody be asking me, oh, can we get a copy of the? Look, if you want to revisit all of the wealth of information that's in the clips, then you got to be on the highest tier. You got to be on the highest tier, guys. It is what it is. But I mean, but you could be there live, you know, if you join for 99 cents. So it is what it is. Appreciate you though.
Real talk, real talk. So guys, that's pretty much it. So this last question is, when you're lacing up your chick with your game and everything is about the man and what he wants, would she be losing her identity / herself? No, because when she's fucking with you, she's only fucking with you because you benefit her within her identity. That's the point.
Exactly.
That's the point of her submitting to you. She's not, remember, guys, I want to tell you something real quick. Remember, a woman is never doing anything for you. She's always doing it for herself. It just so happens that whatever you're doing, she follows because it benefits her. And so it benefits you because she's following your lead. So what happens is it's that it works simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
That's what compatibility means. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what that means, is that you are compatible because you both are helping each other out. This is what cooperation means. Working with is cooperation.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That's the point. So it's not one person just there be like, oh, I got to do this for this nigga, or you like, damn, I got to do this for this chick. No, it's that y'all are both doing for each other, and so y'all are both benefiting. But what happens is you are leading because you are the masculine in this situation.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
And you must understand this too, John Doe, is that if she does feel like she's quote unquote losing her identity or losing herself, then that means she's submitting to the wrong man.
Exactly right.
If that's how she truly feels, then she should stop playing to get up out that relationship. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a woman. See, it's weird, and I know I'm gonna sound a little misogynistic, but if a woman is still trying to hold on to her identity, fucking with a dude,
mm-hmm.
then she just shouldn't be with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because
right.
It's really the man's identity that covers her.
Right.
Like she's covered, she's protected. All the responsibility and accountability gets put on him and his name and his identity. So
right.
all she has to do all she really needs to do is look to that man. That's all any woman really wants to do at the end of the day. But if she's still on some, my identity and I want to be me and I'm in me and then you could just go out there and be a boss bitch on your own by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But so, you know, this is where the whole thing about submission and.
Okay, calling back. All right. So 850, what's popping?
Yo, I sent this from Brooks. You see it?
Okay, I got you. Appreciate it.
So what's going on? Before I get started, I just want to let y'all know, like, I literally just downloaded PayPal, made an app. Made an account and everything just so I can get on here and talk to y'all.
All right, that's what's
up. When I say, speaking to everybody that's listening, like my heart racing and shit, like this masculine identity shit is real. And like, I hear y'all talk about it all the time, like, and it was just going in one ear and out the other. And like, I was really taking the time to like look inside for the first time in my life. Like, I realized this shit is true. And like, I realized how weak the one I've been operating on, the identity I've been operating on, is very weak.
Mm-hmm.
And like, now that I finally see it, I can start to fix it. And when y'all say like, you really got to start building from the inside out, like that's genuinely what you have to do.
Yes, sir.
And like it's just a whole lot, because it finally started to make sense. And like I cannot thank y'all enough for my voice shaking and shit. I swear I'm not crying. But like it's just it's that real. And it's like,
wow. Hey, appreciate you, man.
Like
appreciate you.
Like I really thank y'all for that realization, because now like I can actually start building the life I want to build. Not only with women, that's the thing. Like people think it's about women. It's really not. It's about you at the end of the day. And I really realized that now.
Oh shit.
That's a fact.
And it's like if y'all listening and y'all still don't get it, maybe you really need to get on a membership to understand. But like once you realize it, like you can't go back. Like I just left the girl I'm dealing with because I realized it wasn't aligning with who I truly was, and I was unhappy. And now I see why.
Mm-hmm.
And like now I can build for my future, and I know exactly what I want now. Like,
yo, you know it's real. You know it's real when you gotta dump a bitch. Like, nah, bitch. Like this ain't it.
Right.
Like, and I see why. It's like I'm not moving from a place of lack. Like I understand who I am now.
Right.
And like before, I was operating out of my fears, my insecurities, what I like about myself. Like that's how I was moving.
Right.
And I see that now. And now I can start fixing it and like notice what's me and what's not me. And I can separate myself and build the identity that I really want to build and live the life that I truly desire. Like I don't think y'all don't understand. If you don't understand, you don't understand. But like once you do, it's so freeing. I feel like a man. Like I know what it means to be a man now, and it's really just thanks to y'all. Like I cannot thank y'all enough. Like,
that's what's up. Now we appreciate it. Well, listen, man, it's all you. We just here to help y'all see it. That's it.
Yeah, it's you, bro. It's you. Exactly. But we appreciate you for sharing the story, man, and sharing the heartfelt, sincere message, man. Thank you so much. Because a lot of guys really don't get it. Like you said, they listening, but it don't really click. They just hear us talking. But sometimes when it really goes deep into your subconscious and it really clicks, it's like it's a whole. And like you said, once you see it, you can't unsee it. You're in a different place. It's crazy.
It's a fact.
Like I can't move the same, not only with women, but with all areas of my life. It's not just women it's affecting. Like I can't move this. Like I can't be lazy how I was before because I know that doesn't align with who I want to be. Like I really can't thank y'all enough, because if it wasn't for y'all for like constantly talking about it every day, like being consistent, like I know y'all already know to stay consistent, but if this is not a reason to stay consistent, like on y'all, and like y'all show up day in and day out and I listen, and like it finally clicked. Like I've been listening to y'all for so long, but like if it wasn't for y'all being consistent and like really hammering the message and talking about this shit every day, like I respect y'all. Y'all are so consistent. And if it wasn't for y'all doing that, like I wouldn't be having the realizations that I am right now. That's why I had to download PayPal. Never had a PayPal account. I had to do that just to get on here and tell y'all like what y'all doing. Like it's a real shit.
That's what's up. That's and what you said is the important part, because the same way where you was like, yo, I was able to understand myself through the consistency that we've been doing. That's the same thing that happens for you understanding yourself, being consistent with yourself.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Yep. To constantly be yourself every day, even when the world's telling you not to constantly be yourself every day, even when you're being pressured to switch up to go along with the crowd, being yourself every day, even when it's tough to do that. You understand what I'm saying? And that also works when you're dealing with women, because when a woman sees that you're consistent, she's like, damn, I have no power to move this guy to do what I want to do. He's going to be him at all times. Yep. So if I want to fuck with him, I got to get with his program, because he's not switching up for me at all. That's basically what it's about. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, Caller, are you on a masculine identity membership?
I'm not. But now that I know, like I'm ready to get on it now, because I feel like I have a better understanding. I feel like it will help my abilities now. So
well, once you get on it, if you could write a review, that would be dope. But other than that, though, do you have time 11 p.m. Monday evening?
Yeah, I'm actually I signed up, and it's like, not to ramble, but I was supposed to be on I emailed you. I was supposed to be on there the Monday that just passed.
Uh-huh.
I overslept on some bullshit, got off work, I missed it. And
Okay.
like me missing that was like, it clicked. Like I really sat down and I thought to myself, like, damn, like why am I moving like this in all areas of my life? And,
Right.
like when I was really having these realizations and like me missing that, me didn't change my life. But it's a long story, but
Okay. Hey, well, if you on, you'll get the link for the one coming up this Monday. Okay.
Right, and you got the 99-cent sale, so you should be good for right now.
Yeah, we'll see you there. You're still on, so we'll see you. All right, bro.
I got y'all. Not thank y'all. Like truly, like sincerely, thank y'all once again. I just had to let y'all know that.
You're welcome, man.
Y'all,
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. That's what's up. All right, man, we gonna holler at you, man. All right. So on that note, that's a good note to end the show. You feel what I'm saying? So guys, make sure again, go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, cunningham.elements.com, and shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that shit cracking.
Go to all the
.coms. Yeah, get over to all the .coms. Make sure you guys tune in for the Manhood is Skill Shed show tomorrow. And I'm going to be going live tomorrow also. And me and April's going to be doing a show about online dating tomorrow. So tune in for that. It's going to be fire. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, April, make sure this guy don't give every fucking thing away, man. Make sure he don't give all the fucking game away, April. Because you know this dude, you know, he has a big heart and he wants to save the world, but nigga, we need some value.
I can't promise that I'm not going to go in too hard, but since April's there, she'll help me. You know what I'm saying? She'll be like, nah, just nudge a little bit. He said we already discussed that. That's true. We did discuss that.
Real talk, man. We gotta keep some things behind the paywall.
Yeah. I gotta definitely get this this consultation. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, you really step up your game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, man, that's pretty much it, guys. We will see you guys later, and we will holler at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. We out of here. Peace.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch-ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me. with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition.